Disconnect the dryer from the wall outlet. Lean the dryer against the wall and remove the back panel. This is the location of the thermal cutoff. Set your multimeter to read ohms. Remove one of the wires from the thermal cutoff. Take a reading between the two terminals on the thermal cutoff. The reading should be 0 ohms. If the reading is infinity, the thermal cutoff is bad and you will need to replace it. Before replacing the thermal cutoff, you will need to make sure that the exhaust hose is not kinked, blocked, or clogged. If it is, the thermal cutoff will fail again. We will use a 279A16 kit to replace the thermal cutoff and the high limit thermostat. In this kit you will find the thermal cutoff, high limit thermostat, instruction sheet, screws, quick disconnect terminal, and a jumper wire. To replace a bad thermal cutoff, just remove the wires, remove the holding screw, and remove the bad thermal cutoff. Install the new thermal cutoff and screw in the two holding screws. Use a pair of needle nose pliers to tighten the quick disconnect terminals. This way you'll get a better connection. Now all you have to do is install the two wires to the thermal cutoff. It doesn't matter which wire goes where because you're only using two wires. If you have a high limit thermostat like this one, cut the terminal on the orange wire. Strip the end of the orange wire and attach the quick disconnect terminal that comes on the kit. Either solder it or crimp it, just make a good connection. Remove the wire from the heating element and put it aside. Use a flat screwdriver like this to remove the high limit thermostat from the heating element. Just be careful you don't break the ceramic insulator on the heater. Set the new high limit thermostat in place and secure it with the two screws provided with the kit. Connect the orange wire to the top terminal on the high limit thermostat. Connect the smaller terminal on the jumper wire to the terminal on the orange wire on the high limit thermostat, and the other terminal on the jumper wire to one of the terminals on the heating element. Remove the red wire from the bad thermostat and install it on the new thermostat. Install the other heating element wire on the heating element. If you're replacing this type of high limit thermostat, then you don't need to use the jumper wire or the quick disconnect terminal. Remove the holding screws and remove the thermostat with the wires attached to it. Install the new thermostat and secure it with the two holding screws. Transfer the two wires from the bad thermostat to the new thermostat. That was the way to replace the thermal cutoff and the high limit thermostat.